Yeah. All right, that sounds good. That's Moby the just turn it off, don't fade it.
Yeah, you know
that's
what?
Moby the dog.
I'd close the drapes if he was in my backyard.
This is what I do. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sit on you.
Sit on you.
I want to sit on you.
Who has it? What, you going to be like any other corporate executive?
Right on your lap. This is what I do. I sit on you.
And look at this.
Sit on you. Sit on you.
Everybody wants this belt buckle now because of our History Channel show.
Yeah, I love it.
And then
guns, automobiles.
And then I had someone come up to me, man. This is what people do. I'm telling you. You know, they want to put you in your negative past. Someone came up to me and they said, "Hey, Mike North, big billboard. Where's your big billboard?"
Here we go.
I'm happy when my friends are successful.
I am too. Here we go.
How are you?
I'm doing great. I was away for a week. Got out of town, went to Vegas, hung out. The cow.
Yeah.
The cow received everywhere I go.
Oh, thank
I
you.
have cards that I hand out. I go, cow.
Thank you.
And so it was awesome.
Any fat white guy that's balding with an ugly goatee can passes me and get laid and get free drinks.
I doubt that.
So look, we cheer our friends, and we also we shouldn't do this. We shouldn't do this. And I've never kicked somebody when they're down. I never.
I have.
Once
in a
you beat
fight,
them,
I
you
did
don't
once.
do it.
I did. In a fight, I did.
But I want to tell you that I really believe if Kevin Matthews wasn't sick, I think this kid would be back big time. We're talking about radio stuff. Just quickly, he would be back big time. He's got Larry Wirt and DeCastro running WGN now. They're bringing back the two old ladies to get old. There's no show for old ladies. Is it a stupid idea? What is it, Judy and Kathy? I never listened to it.
I remember that show.
Yeah, I mean it's old women talk. Let's not bash it.
Right, they did well.
They need something for themselves. Is old lady talk?
Well, I'm a big fan of old lady talk. I sit with some old women and talk to them sometimes.
Everything is aimed at young men.
Yeah,
men.
Yeah.
So is it a good move or I don't know.
We'll find out. You know what? Do we know anymore?
And so we don't want to cheer people when they're down. But God, you know the old saying, folks, it couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Yes.
And the fact that
Steve Cochran, good for him.
Brandmeier's been moved to a different. You know, I met Steve Cochran once, and I like Steve Cochran, and I like his story about. Finding his
I'm happy for him.
Yeah. I wish him well.
He got exited out the door twice, Cal.
Look.
We all do.
I met him once.
Mm-hmm.
Eric.
Who's that?
Hey, Steve, how are you?
Oh, what?
Eric. I know your real name. Everybody does. You mean I thought everybody thought it was Mancow?
He was having fun with you. He's a comedian.
I don't know. Anyway, but whatever. Good luck to you.
Yes.
But again, I just want to say, one of the most horrific human beings I've ever met. One of the most awful human. Jonathan Brandmeier is just such a, and smears on the makeup, hands out a picture from the 1970s. It's all blurry. Hey. And, comes in and out of the building with his hat because all the fans nobody's listening. Nobody cares. They've moved him to a different platform, which means, like I said earlier, he's fired.
I'm sure it was hard for DeCastro and Larry, Jimmy and Larry to do that because, they were, people thought that John would be safe. For where he was at, but they're making changes.
Business, green.
Business
green
is what it's about.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's the way it goes. But when you get pushed to that, to where he is now, I don't think that was a good thing for John. So hopefully things will turn around.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
Now, didn't you just say you're happy for everybody?
No, what did I say? I said I'm happy when my friends succeed.
Oh, friends.
A bad guy like that. Look, bad guys win too. But karma is a bitch, and it comes back to you, and the boomerang of evil and hatred and phony baloney-ness that is Malibu Johnny is going to come back on him. And everything you do, folks, comes back on you. And you can fool some of the people for a while, but eventually I think people are catching up. Hey, how you doing? Glad handing, and I'm just a don't look at me. Brother, I saw it for how many years? Hey, I'm just a good old boy. I was fishing in Fond du Lac, and I was thinking of another Huey Lewis song I could cover, and
Power of Love was outstanding.
And we'll be right back. And then he hits the button. Don't look at me. You want to talk to me, you fax me. He would tell people in the same room to fax him. I saw this.
Can I ask you a question? Because you're a bright man.
Yes.
I've learned a lot from you since I've been on this show.
What have you learned?
I've learned a lot of inspirational stuff more than anything.
Yes.
Malibu, there's a 4-room house on stilts, and you got to climb 300 stairs, and it's like $5 million. What's the deal? You got a beach.
It's ego. It feeds his ego.
Are you kidding me?
It's ego. Ego, E-G-O, edge, God out.
Wow. That's some money there, man.
What do you think of Miley's twerking? Do you even know what this is, Mike?
Miley Cyrus?
What is, I love this. I shouldn't do this to you. What is twerking?
I remember that brought me back to the 70s.
No,
that brought me back to the 70s.
I don't want to embarrass you.
What's twerk? What, you're embarrassing me because I don't know a popular saying? Twerking? I don't know it?
You're revealing yourself to be very uncool, North.
That's the way I am. Square Mike. That's what they call me. Hey, there comes Square Mike.